Hello friends, my name is Shumail from the Horror Stories. I hope you are doing well. Today, I am here to tell you stories, so plug in your headphones, maybe turn off the lights and let's begin. It started with the rescue mission, not the heroic movie type one, not dramatic music, no granted happy ending, just a quiet emergency. Call that came in at exactly 2:17 a.m. A hiker had gone missing in a remote forest in the northern California. Now, here's the strange part. His last message wasn't "I'm lost," it was "I found something and it's not right." And then his phone went dead because, pause for a second, if you found something in the middle of your woods at night, would you stay and investigate to run? Yeah, he stayed. Search and rescue teams were deployed within hours. Helicopters circled the overhead. Thermal cameras scanned the ground and trained dogs followed his scent deep into the forest, but something felt off. The deeper they went, the quieter it got. No insects, no wind, just silence. And if you have ever been in a forest, you know that's not normal. The team leader, Marcus, and had done over 40 rescue missions, missing hikers, injured climbers, even lost children. But this felt different. About 3 miles in, they found the hiker's backpack, neatly placed on the ground, not dropped, not torn, placed inside it, his phone still recording. Now imagine this. Now you press play and hear breathing, heavy, panicked breathing, and then the footsteps, then the noise, or voice, his voice, he whispers, "It's copying me." And then another voice interrupts, the same voice repeating his words but slightly delayed. Let me ask you something real quick. If you heard your own voice but it wasn't coming from you, what would you do? Because the rescue team didn't run. They kept going, and that might have been their biggest mistake. They followed the direction from the recordings, and about 200 meters ahead, they found a clearing in the middle of the forest. No trees, no grass, just dirt. Flat, perfectly circular, like something had raised everything there, and standing at the edge of the clearing was the missing hiker alive, just standing there, facing away from them, not moving, not reacting, just still. Marcus called out to him, no response. Another rescuer stepped forward, still nothing, and then the man slowly turned around. He was smiling, too white, too still, like he had forgotten how to move his face naturally, and then he spoke, but not to them, to himself. He said, "They came," then paused, then said it again. Same tone, same timing, like a recording stuck on repeat. One of the rescuers whispered, "Is he in the shop?" Marcus didn't answer, because something else had just happened. Behind the hiker, another figure stepped out of the trees, same height, same clothes, same face. Yeah, took of him standing side by side, one slightly delayed in the moment, like bad internet lag in the real life. And here's where the thing stopped making its sense. The second one didn't blink, not once. No, be honest, if you saw the two versions of the same person in front of you, which one would you trust? Or worse, what if neither of them were real? The team froze. Nobody moved, nobody spoke, until one of the hikers stepped forward and then said, "We are here to talk to you. Home." Both of them turned their heads at the same time and said in perfect sync, "Home?" But here's the problem. The real hiker had a broken finger. It was reported in the missing file, a recent injury, bent slightly to the side. Marcus looked down at their hand. One had the injury, one didn't. Simple choice, right? Take the injured one. That's the real person. That's what logic says. But then the one with the injury smiled wider, and the other one whispered, "Don't choose wrong." Yeah, no training prepares you for that. Marcus made the call. They grabbed the one with the broken finger, restrained them, and began heading back. And for a moment, everything felt normal again. Too normal. Because as they walked away, they heard footsteps behind them. They turned around. The other one was following. Same pace, same distance. Not attacking, not speaking, just walking. One of the rescuers joked nervously, "Guess we got a bonus survivor." Oh, no one laughed. They increased speed, so did it. They stopped, so did it. It wasn't chasing them, it was mirroring them, and then the one they captured started laughing. Not loud, not crazy, just quite louder. Like he knew something they didn't. Marcus leaned in and asked, "What's so funny?" The man looked up straight into his eyes and said, "You picked the wrong one." Silence. Pure silence. And then, from the forest behind them, they heard voices, multiple voices, all saying the same thing. "You picked the wrong one." Not one voice, not two, dozens, echoing, repeating, surrounding them. Not. No. Think about this. What if the forest wasn't empty? What if it was full of copies? The team panicked. They rushed back to the base, didn't look back, didn't stop, just ran. They returned with the rescued hiker. He was taken in for the medical evaluation, questioned, observed, and here is the final twist. His fingerprints matched, his DNA matched, everything matched, except one thing, his reflection. Cameras showed it clearly every time he moved. His reflection was just a fraction of a second late, like it was still learning, and 3 days later he disappeared from inside a locked room. No broken windows, no forced exit, just gone. But that's not the scariest part. The scariest part, a new rescue call came in. From the same forest, same location, same time, and the message said, "I found something and it's not right." So tell me, if you were on that rescue team, would you go back or would you pretend you never heard the call? Because some missions aren't meant to save people, they are meant to replace them. If the story gave you chills, you already know what to do. Subscribe to the Unlived Memories for more nightmares that feel a little too real. And remember, if you ever hear your own voice calling you from the dark, don't answer. Take it, care, bye, bye.